Hi everyone, Craig Zelizer from PCDN. Hope you're doing well. One of the conversations I've been having with recruiters and job seekers and our partners around the world is how rapidly the nature of work, upskilling, and job searching is changing. And you'll find all sorts of great videos on YouTube and other channels. And I'm going to do a couple of videos over the next few months that really highlight some of the positive aspects of using some of the existing AI tools for job searching, cover letters, resumes, all those things. And of course, I do want to acknowledge that there's a lot of concern as ChatGPT, and if we do reach general AI, that although these tools will have lots of positive uses, there's also lots of ethical challenges around discrimination, disinformation, fake candidates, fake news. So I don't want to jump on the AI bandwagon and say it's all wonderful, but for now I want to show you some of the things I can use and always offer a few cautions. So one of the most popular AI tools right now comes from OpenAI, which is one of the pioneers in the area, but there's lots of other companies or organizations and nonprofits and networks. And so if you go to chatopenai.com, as you can see here, there's a free version and there's a paid version. I do pay for ChatGPT Plus. It's about $20 a month. And for me, it's worth it. I'm using it a good amount in my work, but I want to show some ideas how you can use this, let's say, whether you're an entry-level professional, mid-career, or senior level. And one of the most important things about a lot of the AI tools is to understand that, currently, since we don't have a general AI that can go out and do its own, kind of build its own algorithms and searches yet, that's coming soon, scarily, there's a lot of the benefits you can get from AI is really based on the prompts or the inputs or the questions or the directions that you put into them. So for example, this is just like, right now I'm on ChatGPT 4. There's, if it cuts me off because of the limited number of messages, then I'll go down to 3 or 3.5. So if I just write something like this is, a question or a prompt, what are your tips for finding a job in the impact sector? Finding a job in the impact sector. This can give you some general tools. So in some ways, you can almost use this as an informal career coach or resource. So here you can say self-reflection, like think about, your values and what you need. Think about your skills, get familiar with the sector. These are pretty good general tips. Networking, this is something you'll find a lot of career sites, professionals, coaches will say. These are all great things. This is very genetic, but let's say you wanted to get more specific and say, show me your top 10 tips for building a career at a climate startup as a recent university. The more specifics you give it in, let's say, finance, the more specific you give it, the directions, you can hit stop generating here. Often the better the results will be. And sometimes the directions you give ChatGPT may not be specific enough, or it may not work. So you can always say, stop, change that. So you can see here, deepen your understanding. This is all general. So I'm going to stop it here. So I think one of the most powerful things you can do is to really, instead of spending hours searching on Google, and I always encourage people, please go to PCDN.Global and check out our meta job board, our job board, and our career campus is totally awesome, plus our podcast. Put in a little plug. We have over 100 episodes featuring innovators from all parts of the world talking about how they built careers of impact, the good and the challenges, from diverse sectors. But one of the ways I most like to use ChatGPT, you can say, tell me 10 companies. Let's do 10 startups in climate tech that are currently hiring and for which roles. Sometimes you get a response back saying, as an AI agent, the data is not always up to date and they may not be able to get you the most recent jobs. But here's 10 climate tech startups, so this is interesting. So you can see it's giving you this, and you can play around like 10 climate startups that are working on ocean or carbon reduction or electrification. So this is one way, but the even better way to use this is like, please list the top 10 job boards that aggregate climate jobs across diverse sectors in the US. So this is one of my favorite ways to do this. So instead of going out and searching forever, and you can get a lot of good things from Google, but right now I put in, I want just the top 10 climate boards. So I can stop it here because one of the things missing here, again, the more direction you give it, please also include the links. So this way I've got something I could click on directly, or actually, let's see if the links, nope, yeah, there's a link. So you can see green jobs, climate careers, and then this is wonderful. So immediately, one of the best ways to start a job search, or just even to educate yourself about the sector, is really always start with the network hubs like PCDN, Idealist, DevX, ClimateBase, TerraDo. So start at those places, and then you can play around this a lot. So let's say, for example, one of the things you want to work is on upskilling. What are 10 organizations that are providing good, short online courses on the skills needed for climate careers? Let's see. Again, this may not be the right thing. Let's see where they get this. Coursera, great. One of the early pioneers of MOOC education. Let's see what else comes out here. edX, again, another pioneer. I'm a huge fan of climate-based and also TerraDo. So let's say, show me organizations like TerraDo or climate-based that have similar programs. So let's see what we get. So I'm giving it a very specific prompt. And this we got Climate KIC. This is on Europe focused. And it's telling me actually what it offers. Earth Institute, Columbia University. And then, so this is one of the best ways currently to play around with ChatGPT. Of course, you still have to do your own research and vet, is it a good quality offering? Is it free? Is there a cost? Is it recognized by employers? Do they include skills building or just passive learning? Do they include things connected to careers? But, the more you play around with ChatGPT, so let's say another thing, let's look into the future. So what are the top 10 job titles that in the social impact sector, that will emerge in the, sorry, I'm typing too fast today, in the next decade that don't exist today. So this is something to play around with. So I'm always curious, so that, again, you can have a conversation here, challenging. And again, one of the things they've talked about with ChatGPT, it is not perfect. So there's something called the hallucination effect or hallucination. So not everything that the AI provides is accurate. So you always have to do your own due diligence. Just because it's written doesn't mean it's true or likely. But these are some really interesting jobs. Actually, some of these already exist. So circular economy specialists, I've seen that, impact data analysis. A lot of these jobs are actually currently existing. So I might say, let's stop generating this. These are mostly current jobs. I would like a list of potential radically new job titles that may emerge, let's say may instead of will, emerge in the next 10 years that don't exist today. So let's see, again, anytime a lot of ChatGPT is playing around and seeing if you're getting, so I got an apology. So this is interesting, climate migration coordinator. There's already people doing this. I don't think it actually exists as a job title. Carbon removal engineer, I think that's already there. AI ethics, it's already coming around. Lots of places are starting to hire. Urban food system designer. So a lot of these things I think already exist in terms of job, let's say, responsibility. Climate trauma therapist, amazing. I mean, I wish we didn't have to talk about ocean health restorer, super cool. So these are the extreme weather architects. So these are some of the really cool ways you can play around with ChatGPT, and it can save you so much time and help you look at aggregate, let's say, picture around career paths, job trends, networks that are hiring. Again, it is not perfect, but I encourage you to try it out. Feel free to share in the comments what type of prompts you're using it, how you're using ChatGPT, and stay tuned. I'll do a couple more videos over the next few weeks or next few months about different ways to use ChatGPT and other tools, and feel free to also add your own ones. Thank you very much, and if you like this please give it a like, add your comments, and also please check out PCDN.Global. Thank you very much.